Hey guys, some really interesting stuff coming out of Fuji, and I'm not talking about the XE3, I'm talking about the updated lens roadmap. So what we're seeing now is an 8-16 and a 200 supposed to be coming in 2018. So what that means, right, is that you're going to get everywhere from 12 equivalent to 210 equivalent at 2.8. Like, Fuji now has, or will have in 2018, the full spectrum of professional grade lenses from ultra wide to normal tele in terms of equivalence. And so what you're gonna be able to do is pick up an XT2 with your body grip, with your battery grip, pardon me, and buy these three lenses and have literally all of your doors open to you. Like, Fuji is making some waves, not because they are making excellent cameras, which they are, not because they're making APS-C and medium format cameras, which they are, not because they're making excellent medium format cameras, which they are, but because they're putting everything together into one package. The XE3 is a great example of that. The only thing it doesn't have is a tilty flippy LCD. It's a fixed LCD. That's the only thing that it doesn't have. It has 4K, it has 24 megapixels, it has 325 phase detect autofocus points on sensor. This is a fantastic camera. And it's coming to you at the price of an Alpha 6300, which is particularly interesting to me at any rate. And with the kit prime, you're getting pretty close to Alpha 6300 with kit lens territory as well. So what we're seeing out of Fuji with what they're making in terms of lenses is a very intentional, forward-thinking view of what traditional SLR shooters are wanting, right? They want, if you're going to convert a pro that's shooting on a 5D Mark IV with 11 to 200, you're going to need to offer 11 to 200. Fuji's going to be doing that. You're going to need to offer primes. You're going to need to offer macro lenses. Fuji's going to do that. Like, there's no reason from a system perspective why you shouldn't switch. Fuji is also getting a ton of attention, as they rightly should, from their users who know and can tell how excellent it is to use their cameras because of all the manual controls, all the creativity you can have. And then Fuji's also making the XT2, which is on par with really high-end cameras, by and large, right? Like, if you want 12 frames or 14 frames a second, perhaps you're a little bit out of luck. Perhaps you should go with the A9 if you want a mirrorless option. But you're going to get 11 frames on the Fuji, which is standard, it seems, for high frame rate APS-C models. Now, what we're also seeing out of Fuji is rumors of the X-T2S that will include IBIS, and I imagine a much higher frame rate. So what you're going to see is, again, Fuji saying, we are listening to what consumers want. Not necessarily just our consumers, although they are with their Kaizen firmware updates, which are huge for brand equity, although I think it's arguable that they should probably just go ahead and make the right camera when they do release it, but I'm glad that they have the firmware updates as opposed to Canon, which don't make the right camera when they release it and then never do anything to it, but that's a different argument. But they're listening to consumers, right? Consumers want IBIS. Consumers want two-stage IBIS. They want in-body and in-lens. Consumers want 4K. Even if they're not going to shoot it, they want the cameras to be able to do everything. 4K in the XE3. 4K is already in the XT2, sorry. Consumers want to be able to do the full range, and they want to be able to have a great selection of primes. Fuji's given that. There are a ton of people that are saying, I'm sick of my huge DSLR. I'm sick of my huge DSLR. This is ridiculous. And instead, I want something that's closer in size to a film SLR. This has a 50mm f1.4 prime on it, but you can see the size difference. Even just, I mean, the body itself. And this is the style of camera that Fuji's making. With your manual shutter operation, with ISO, with exposure compensation, and then your shutter. Like, it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. Fuji is saying we are identifying what the issues are that consumers are identifying for us. We're taking those into consideration when we're making our products. I think that what a lot of us consumers are looking for right now are devices that can be recommended to us for reasons that we understand, right? For usability, for portability, for reliability. And that's a lot of abilities, but it's also about the shooting experience. And Fuji's giving you that shooter experience while also giving you the exact same performance as you're going to see on big honkin' old cam. I mean, if you're shooting on a 5D Mark IV with your 12 to 200, you're actually going to get better performance in most regards out of your XT2. And especially if there's an XT2S that has IBIS as well as optical stabilization across your 12 to 200 like Fuji lenses have. Like, damn, son. This is like Panasonic levels of giving customers what they want here. And I'm not saying that lightly. That's a big deal. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what Fuji's actually going to come out with next, because I think, they have nixed stuff from their roadmaps before. So we'll end up seeing. But anyway, I'm really excited to bring that to you. Thank you very much for your time and for your attention. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.